Peace and blessings. I just wanted to make sure that I got the chance to check in with you guys here on our actual page, because I do want to eventually switch in to using the fan page rather than my personal page for different things. If you didn't get the chance to go ahead and check out our weekly oracle reading that's just posted, and I'll be sharing the link to that very shortly with you guys, so make sure that you guys look out for that. Also, if you guys want to stay in tune to different things that we have going on here at Gemineye Holistics, make sure you're going over to GemineyeHolistics.com, click the services tab, and there'll be an option to actually opt in to our emails, our email newsletter, and you can get updates and information on different things that we have going on there as well. All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys briefly about Mercury in retrograde. I know I wrote a blog about it. If you guys haven't got the chance to check that out, go on over to Gemineye Holistics at WordPress.com. It's right there. And I'll share the link to that as well on the fan page so that you guys have insight into that as well. A lot of times people look at Mercury in retrograde as some type of thing to fear. You'll see a lot of people just going hard with the memes, making all types of jokes or blaming all types of things on Mercury in retrograde. Like, oh my God, my life sucks because Mercury is in retrograde, or oh my God, I did this and Mercury is in retrograde and this happened in Mercury in retrograde. And while I'm not invalidating those truths, because different things can definitely occur during Mercury in retrograde that make you go, ugh, okay. And that can kind of be a little bit tumultuous and create some types of different energy issues, or just being able to frustration that creates you not really wanting to interact or deal with this type of energy. But that's because some of us are not really using this energy correctly. This time is for us to go over and review a lot of the energy that's been going on these past 3 to 4 months. All right. And it's time for us to go into the recesses of our minds and really clear through and work through some of those things that have collected in that space. It's also a great time to revisit things. So if you're an energy worker, specifically, if you're somebody who is accustomed to doing different kinds of energy work, this wouldn't be a great time to start doing a new type of energy work, but this is a wonderful time to continue doing things that maybe you've already been working on. So let's say you've been trying to manifest a new car for however long, and you've been doing candle work and different things like that to help to facilitate that type of energy work. Well, it would be a great time for you to continue to do that type of energy work at this time, because Mercury in retrograde is actually on your side in that. So when it comes, the misconception is that you can't do anything during Mercury in retrograde. No, you shouldn't start anything new during Mercury in retrograde, but that does not mean that you can't do things that maybe you left unfinished, or things that you've been intending to do and that you haven't had the chance to fully complete. This is what Mercury retrograde is for. It's there to tie up loose ends. So if you know anything about Mercury, Mercury is the ruling planet over the astrological signs of Gemineye as well as Virgo, okay? So if you've ever met the Gemineye energy, hi. My name is Ashante, and I'm a Gemini. Or if you are a Gemini, or you've known anybody who's a Gemini, you can kind of see the mercurial energy in us even stronger than sometimes you can see it in Virgo. It just manifests itself in a different way with Virgo. But the point that I'm about to make is very strong with Gemini. We tend to multitask 100 billion different things at once, right? And then never really quite completing or finishing any one thing. So Mercury in retrograde, and that's kind of what mercurial energy is. Mercurial energy moves fast. It's the energy of thought process. Think of how quickly you think. You know what I mean? How quickly thoughts form. So it's that type of energy. So in that space, Mercury in retrograde is actually allowing you a chance to slow down that energy so that you can then complete the things that maybe you'd leave undone normally, or you'd be too busy to finish because you're thinking that you're being made late for something, or you're thinking that you have to rush your life all the time. And I'm not invalidating the fact that you may have obligations or different things like that, that it can't be stressful to kind of have that hindrance there. But think about it. If you keep trying to fight against that tide and trying to keep kind of make things happen, keep trying to make things happen rather than allowing things to flow the way that they're supposed to, then you're obviously going to be working against the tide of the way that you can manifest, or the way that best is going to suit you. So Mercury is going to kind of sit you down. Mercury in retrograde is going to kind of sit you down in this time period and make you realize you have to go with the flow. You have to allow for things to play out the way that they're going to. You can't shift and try and shuffle things and make things into what you want them to be. You're going to have to accept them for what they are first, and then work with the reality of what things are. So a lot of times while you're in Mercury in retrograde, a lot of people they really kind of just completely just don't really resonate with that time. They talk a lot of trash about Mercury in retrograde. People kind of get this sense of impending doom, fear looming in the air, all types of different things like that. But I'm here to encourage you to use that time for your benefit. One of the things that I've been experimenting with doing is utilizing the energy of Jupiter during the time of Mercury in retrograde, because it is the ruler of the astrological opposites of Gemineye and Virgo, which are the signs that are ruled by Mercury. So the Jupiter rules over Pisces as well as it rules over Sagittarius. So inside of that type of energy, it kind of helps to offset and balance. Whenever you deal with the reflective opposite, they kind of help to offset and balance the energy. So Jupiter kind of really is the opposite of that. It's expansion, it's fortune, it's the larger picture. Mercury is concerned with the smaller things, or the more mundane things. It's concerned about getting things done quickly. It's concerned about the immediate result. It's concerned about, it's a planet that really kind of deals with speed, right? Jupiter doesn't deal with speed. Jupiter deals with long term. Okay, Jupiter is going to deal with that inner realization that took you 10 years to get to. Finding your purpose, finding your place, destiny, things of that nature. So it's like the microcosm versus the macrocosm concept, right? So by offsetting that energy and working in that type of energy, you can actually help to keep your manifestations going even during the time of Mercury in retrograde. Now, even though you might need to expect some of the unexpected, and there may be things that you kind of don't want to deal with that still kind of happen, it will help you to kind of manifest that with some grace. So I haven't seen personally, by doing this type of work, I've seen that my manifestations haven't slowed down in the way that they tend to kind of during this time. And I've also noticed that it's been a little bit easier to kind of navigate even inside of my mood and different things like that. So just keep that in mind. So those are some of the things that you guys can do to help utilize Mercury retrograde. Remember to use it for your benefit, to finish up things that are, that you have already been doing, finishing up energy work, finishing up situations, different things like that. Allow yourself to go with the flow of the energy, and then possibly start tapping into some of the Jupiterian energy to help you with that. If you guys want to utilize some of the Jupiterian energy and you don't know how, definitely make sure you guys check out our Jupiter herbal mix that I have up on my website. It is an herbal mix of Jupiterian herbs that specifically, I think I have some here. This isn't the packaging that I use, as my personal stash. Yeah. So inside of it, we have some different herbs that actually help to cultivate the energy of Jupiter. I'm trying to show you. I think it's focusing. Some of the energy of Jupiter. Actually, you can't smell it. because you guys are there and I'm here. But there is, again, like I said, this is my personal stash. It's just the same for everybody else. But it does have some herbs that resonate with the energy of Jupiter, that are very aromatic, that are fragrant, that kind of really smell amazing. And you can use it to burn like an incense. You can use it to dress candles. You can use it for all. You can use it to smudge with. You can use it in spiritual baths. However you want to use it, it's there. So make sure you go on over to GeminiHolistics.com. Check out our Jupiterian mix. It's a great thing to use during Mercury retrograde. We also have our pre-orders are open for Surviving Mercury in Retrograde kit. I have just recently put that up, so that's up there as well. So make sure you're going over to GeminiHolistics.com, GEMINEYE, holistics.com, GEMINEYE. Okay, Gemineye. Holistics.com. Make sure you guys go on over and visit that space, okay? Make sure you guys go on over and visit that space and check out some of the different things that we have going on over there, as well as the products that we have going on over there. So that was just a quick tip video. Just a little bit. There's a more in-depth article that I wrote on GeminiHolistics.com/WordPress. GeminiHolistic.wordpress.com. And again, like I said, I'll link all that stuff in there for you guys so that you guys can really like get a hold of that. If you've been wondering why your energy is kind of funky, it's probably been because of that. So hopefully these tips, if you guys didn't see all of the video, these tips can kind of help you to navigate this time. So instead of getting depressed and getting into a funky mood, like what the heck is going on, just kind of relax, allow the energy to flow, and you guys should have a more pleasant experience even throughout the retrogrades. All right, so hopefully these tips help you guys out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them down below, and I'll answer them for you guys in the comments section. Again, like I said, make sure you go on to GeminiHolistics.com/services and sign up for our email list, and you guys will have access to all the different things that we have going on at GeminiHolistics.com. All right, so love you guys so much. Peace and blessings. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like it and share it with people who's around you. If this is on our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell for more updates when we regularly upload, all that great stuff. If you're on our Facebook fan page right now, make sure you like it and share it with people who you think are interested in this type of stuff. All right, you guys, peace and blessings. Love you guys so much. Bye-bye.